Happy Monday, everybody, and welcome to Houston Life on this July 6th. Hope you had a great weekend. I'm Derek Shore.
I'm Courtney Savala. Tex is here, still getting his little nap on Monday. Friday, what day is it?
Yeah.
He had a great weekend.
He sure did. And something happened this morning when I walked into the building. Tex was like jumping around. It's almost like he had springs in his feet. He was wide awake and he came running over, waiting for the belly rub. Okay, bud.
I know.
Back leg is still up. He knows what he wants.
He's so cute. I miss seeing him. The boys miss seeing him too. They're always every day. Did you see Tex today? How's Texo?
He's a good boy.
He's so sweet.
So how was your weekend? You
know, the weekend was good. It was nice and chill and relaxed. I mean, we just hung out at home, had the pool going, and definitely got some major pool time. And Orlando went through the crab, shrimp, sausage, corn on the cob boil. We couldn't decide what we wanted. He's not eating meat, so it was sort of like, I don't know if we should do burgers or what we're doing. So we decided to go with the good old-fashioned crab boil.
Crab and there you go,
lobster and corn.
The corn on the cob is always my favorite part.
Oh, it was so good, y'all. And look at this. So that memory popped up on Facebook.
Oh, yeah, you posted that.
Look at those two.
My gosh, look at AJ, how young he looks. I mean, they both do, Connor as well.
And that's at Moody Gardens, the picture on the left. That's where we used to go every 4th of July.
How many years ago was that?
That was, I want to say AJ was 4 there, and he's 9 today.
So 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
2015.
Crazy pants.
July 4th is always one of my favorite holidays as a kid. Even though I used to be terrified of fireworks, it was a time when we would all, be together as a family. And then as my sisters started having babies, it was so fun to re-celebrate the holiday through the eyes of young children, right? And they were always so excited about the fireworks. This year was obviously very different for a lot of us because we couldn't see family. We're not traveling anywhere these days. So, yeah, that was a little bit strange to just be communicating on the phone with family instead of with them. But Brandon and I went down south. We spent the evening in Galveston and then spent some time in Clear Lake out on the boat. You're not even hearing a word I'm saying.
I'm not. What now?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, my gosh.
That's our friend's dog, Ava. She's so adorable. She's 3 years old, so well behaved. I think the fireworks made her a little bit nervous.
Oh, I'm sure. Oscar was totally freaked out. But what a great time to be on a boat.
Oh, it was beautiful. The moon was gorgeous that night, and Brandon held Ava tightly, and it was good to just get away for a minute.
Right?
Even though it was very quiet.
Just a change of scenery, I think, does the mind and body soul very good during these times of quarantining and social distancing. I went out, I was out and about on, I don't even know what day it was, maybe Friday, and I had to go down to Pearland, a little road trip to get my stacked cookies. And, was out and about. We stopped into Buc-ee's over there, but people were wearing their masks, I'm proud to say.
That's good. That's good to hear. We've mentioned on the show so many times that it seems annoying that masks have now been politicized and people are freaking out about it. I watched a video of a woman in Arizona who completely destroyed a Target display of masks, ripping them down. I'm not dealing with this anymore. Just so nasty. And I thought, oh my gosh, what a strange time where it's simple as wearing a mask.
Right.
People are screaming about the Constitution. And if you can't walk into a store and light up a cigarette,
that was a great analogy that I heard.
Or walk into a store naked, drinking a beer. Like, there are certain, standards that businesses have put in place. And wearing a mask seems like the least we could do, right? I also, last night, I was sort of knocked flat on my back hearing the news of Nick Cordero's passing. He was this Broadway star. He and his sweet wife, Amanda, I believe is her name, who had just moved from New York to LA. They have a 1-year-old son, Elvis, and he had an early diagnosis back in March. In a coma, in the hospital, a leg was amputated, and then he passed yesterday morning. And when I got that news, I jumped on his Instagram. The last photo he posted was his wife's birthday in March. And little baby Elvis is on her lap. And then I looked at his wife's Instagram, and I think I looked at every single photo she's posted over the last 4 months. And what a heartbreaking scenario where her husband, I mean, he was scared when he got sick. He was really scared. Medically induced coma, so his body could breathe a bit, right? And to know that he's going through all of this and be unable to go into the hospital and see him. 75 days they went without seeing each other. And Yeah, I just,
so sad.
I don't know. Brandon and I looked at each other and we thought, oh my gosh, we need to take this even more seriously than we have been taking it.
Yeah, and you know, what's so crazy right now, I think, is, and I don't know if this is the case for y'all, but what's happening in our world is, this dog is like pawing at me. Our bubble is now getting smaller. I now know more people with COVID-19 positive tests, full families, and not people that I have seen regularly, but these are people within my circle that I see a lot.
Yeah.
And these are adults, these are children, these are entire family members where they are battling and they are all sick. And so the bubble now is shrinking. It's not just something that's happening outside. You know, I don't know if I'm conveying this message correctly, but more and more people, it's not sort of like, oh yes, these are statistics. These are now people that I know.
Right.
With it.
It hits closer to home.
It hits closer to home. And, you know, we pray for them every single day. We pray for the people we don't know every single day, because every day is a battle. And like Nick, who went in the hospital positive and never woke up.
41 years old, totally healthy.
Yeah. And, you know, wearing the mask, I know people probably hate this message, but you are so right. We don't walk around naked. We don't go into a store and light up cigarettes if you smoke. I mean, there's certain rules and guidelines that we adhere to. And this is just one of them. Let's get over this. Let's knock it out the way that we know how, and that is protecting. It's a simple thing. Putting on a mask, or don't go out.
But also the irony of so many people who are screaming about their rights. Like, last I checked, I woke up in a free country. I'm not wearing a mask. Well, what happened to love thy neighbor? The medical community, the science community, everyone is saying wearing a mask is the simplest, most effective way to protect yourself, to protect other people. So if you know that you might be able to help protect someone else.
Yeah.
Help prevent them from getting sick, or heaven forbid, losing their life entirely. Couldn't we all just sort of handle that for a few more months and hope that because I'm telling people, talk about the economy and all of that, nothing will be worse for the economy than if we continue seeing numbers skyrocketing the way they are right now.
Exactly. I feel like I'm a show dog judge.
Yeah,
the way that he's
really
standing, that I'm just like looking from head
all
to
you need
tail.
is a little brush.
Right? I mean, it's just, you know, he put his paw on my hand. I just love this little Texo. Are you okay, boo-boo?
He's
oh
a good
my
boy.
Goodness.
No,
you're so
he's a little starved for attention. Hey, do you know what's really cool? Remember last week on the show, not only did we have a very great rendition of the national anthem. I know it's gallantly streaming, not valiantly streaming.
Right, I was wrong on that. But the thing is that the fact that I actually, if you want to call it singing, on live television is great.
Yeah. But forget about all of that. The cocktails that we had from Bovine and Barley on Thursday, we got news over the weekend that our beloved local Olympian, Simone Biles herself, turns out
y'all,
she decided to take the plunge.
I think this is so awesome. Do we know what she ordered?
Oh, that's a great question. Maybe she said a margarita.
Margarita.
When Simone Biles wants a margarita, we deliver. Thank you for the support. Wow.
I love it. Listen, everybody, listen, the Bovine and Barley people, fantastic. And I'm so glad that they, you know, when they first closed down in April, and they were freaking out about how to employ their people, stay open, generate money coming in, they came up with the drink delivery truck. Actually, it was after Greg Abbott said that we could have that, right? He lifted the order. So without that, we would have no drink delivery.
And we would be parched.
And we'd be cranky. Just think how much more cranky we would be.
Yeah. Hey, did you see big news also over the weekend? Hamilton is now streaming on Disney Plus. So if you haven't seen it on Broadway yet, it's a great little history lesson, right? I love the show. The music is fantastic, and you can watch it streaming now.
Did you watch it?
I didn't because...
Okay, good.
But here's why.
Oh, okay. You weren't home.
Well, but when we did get home, we've been watching the Making of Frozen 2 documentary on Disney Plus.
Okay. So good?
You have to watch this, guys. You have to watch it.
Okay.
It is so, so good. I mean, obviously, we know making an animated film, it's not like they can just snap their fingers and have another great film. The amount of time, the number of people, the hours, the weeks, the months, the years it takes to create a film like that, so, so good. You have to watch it.
So I was so excited about this. Not everybody in my house was. But Friday I was...
Frozen?
About Hamilton.
Oh.
About watching, because I haven't seen the making of Frozen, but I was very excited to watch Hamilton. But here's the problem. We could not figure out how to get Disney Plus on our television. It was not, maybe there's some sort of glitch or something happening.
You downloaded the app?
It wouldn't let us do it.
It wouldn't let you download the app?
Yeah. I don't know what happened. I mean, it's not a turn dial TV, okay? So it's not one of those. It's an actual like TV from, you know, from this century. But we couldn't figure it out. So we have a television outside.
Oh, Tex.
Oh no.
Oh, bro.
Oh.
Sorry, that was.
You could have let that go. Nobody would know.
My eyelashes are like singeing
Curling?
off. I need to.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Oh.
Sorry, did it get to you now?
Yeah. It's
I need
potent.
a drink of water.
It's good. It is good, but
Tex.
I couldn't figure out how to do the Disney Plus on the television. The television outside. You okay?
Is the coast clear?
Yeah.
Is it
I have
safe to
two
come
boys,
back?
dude. Do you know? I mean, I have two boys.
What did you eat for breakfast, bro? Oh man, sorry about that. So you couldn't download the app. You could have called me. I'm surprised you didn't.
Well, it was late on Friday, and then I thought, well, now we're the only people in the world that's not watching this because everybody's posting what they're streaming with their, you know, watching Hamilton, eating pizza or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? And so I felt like I was missing out. So all weekend I was trying to get the Disney Plus and.
Well, you got to let me help you with it because it is not only can you watch Hamilton, you can watch the making of Frozen 2, which is so good. Hey, when it comes to Hamilton, remember when we had Renee Elise Goldsberry on the show here? So local Houstonian, and we had her on the show. I have no sense of time when. I don't know. 6 months ago, maybe 9 months ago, September last fall. So gosh, that was almost a year ago, 10 months ago. And she was in town for a show with a symphony, I believe, at the time. But we specifically had asked her. There she is on screen.
Gorgeous.
She is so much fun. And we had asked her specifically about Hamilton, and she described it. I believe she said something about it being lightning in a bottle, and how if you want a career in the arts, Houston is such a great place to live and to grow up and to train, because not only do we have some of the, you know, the most theater seats per capita in Houston, second only to New York City, but also the arts. We have such great access to arts in Houston, whether it's the galleries and museums or going to the opera, the symphony, hobby center, alley theater. I mean, the list goes on and on and on, not to mention all the traveling shows that come to town. So it's great to be highlighting a local performer who has not just had a great career, but I mean, she has knocked it out of the park.
And a powerhouse. And I do remember when she was here last, she said she drove by her childhood home that her mom had just recently sold. So it was just bittersweet for her. And but such an incredible, I was telling the boys when seeing the commercial, I said, she's from Houston. So I believe that that interview is on our website too, if you guys want to check it out. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
And she sang for us too.
Yeah, she did. She's so talented. We reposted that link, so it should be live at HoustonLife.tv. Well, if you're feeling like you're going a little stir crazy with everything that's going on, right? We have the mask order. It seems like we have fewer places to go out and visit these days, which is good because we should be staying away from folks. We have something that I think is kind of cool. We're going to do a little challenge today. Lauren Kelly, of course, has been working from home since the very beginning. So she went home in March just the way you went home in March, and she's there with her really ugly boyfriend, Gabriel. Hideous. I feel bad for her. He's so tough to look at. Just kidding. But Lauren, I think... I know you've been going a little stir crazy, so Courtney and I came up with this idea to brighten your spirits and hopefully to brighten some of our viewers' spirits as well.
I know. Every day at the top of the show, we're going to challenge you, Lauren, to complete a task within the hour. And is this correct? You have no idea what we planned. You don't have any clue, right?
I have absolutely no clue, and it's making me nervous. Like, I'm starting to sweat because I don't do good with surprises.
You do, though.
I'm freaking out.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well,
I have no idea. I have no clue.
You're live at home right now, and I guess we're going to tell you a little bit later, right, about what you're doing?
Well, I think there might be a little bit of a gift bag. Do you already have the gift bag with you?
I have the gift bag. Paul, our cameraman, is going to hand it to me. I have not been allowed to even touch it or lift it, but this is the gift bag, and I have stayed completely out of it. I have not taken a peek inside. I wasn't even allowed to look into the show's notes today on the computer. That's how big of a secret it is.
Oh, okay. So, well, do you want to go ahead and open it?
Can I? Do I have permission to open?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Let's do it.
I'm super nervous.
Oh, don't be nervous.
Right. So let's see.
Just reach in carefully. I don't want anything biting
Directions. You. Okay, that looks like a very odd map. Let's hope that's not part of, oh, goodness. Okay, wooden pieces. Let's see what the, oh my gosh, that is also the same picture.
Okay, what's it a picture of?
On that, oh my goodness, let's see. Oh, it's, okay, if you kind of stare at it.
Yeah.
It's text.
It's text,
a picture of text. Oh my gosh.
But look closely.
Do I get to pull? Oh my goodness. So there's a bunch of numbers if you look really closely on this.
Keep going in the bag, though.
Very, very tiny. All right, all right, all right. More pieces in the bag. So this is just kind of the paper copy of it. That's what is on the canvas. Oh my goodness. All right, all the paints are in here. They're also numbered. There are some teeny, tiny little paintbrushes. Oh, I see where this is going. This is going to be painted by the end of the show. And I guess I will also put together this little tripod for me to paint it on.
Bingo. Yeah.
There you go.
Do you know?
And look at, that is the side-by-side picture. That's the picture that we had this made. There's text on the left, the actual photo, and then the paint by numbers is on the right.
And you know, what's really beneficial here, guys, is that text is white. So guess what? Maybe I can just leave a lot of those numbers white.
Oh.
You've got to color it in, Lauren. You have to paint it in. No cheating.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Little square by
so
square.
Can I get started with this?
Yes.
Yeah. Go for it.
This is a lot of painting.
And you do have,
Okay.
I mean, it's 1:17 right now, so you really only have about 43 minutes, 42 minutes to complete Little Text Man. And why don't we do this? Why don't we check in, Lauren, with you about every 15 minutes or so. We'll see how you're doing. You will be live the entire hour on Facebook. You're doing a Facebook Live, so for our viewers, they can follow along. And we can't promise that there won't be any twists and turns along the way.
Oh my God, you guys know that art was my only subject that I got an A in, so this is pretty good.
Awesome, girl.
Testing at the end was never my forte. I can't even get the tape off.
Oh my gosh.
I can't get the tape off.
Get this girl some scissors. Okay, we'll check back in with you in about 15 minutes.
All right, guys.
Good luck. Coming up on today's show, we are halfway through the year. Can you believe it? And if you've lost sight of your goals, you're certainly not alone. We're sharing a 4-step process to help you get your goals back on track.
And after the break, it's all about second chances. Find out about the Houston-based program offering a fresh start to reformed inmates. That's next.
Welcome back. You know, it's a fresh start for reformed inmates and gives them a chance to transform their lives outside of prison with business skills and support of mentors.
Here with more on this local nonprofit is Brian Kelly, CEO of the Prison Entrepreneurship Program. Brian, it is great to see you. Thanks so much for joining us. And first of all, let's just talk about the need here, because oftentimes when someone is serving any sort of sentence in prison, once they come out of prison, that is where all of these other challenges begin. Getting a job, namely, I mean, that's one of them. It's really hard for convicted criminals to get a job that actually pays them a livable wage. So describe to us what your organization does.
Thank you so much, Derek Courtney. It's an honor to be here. You know, it is a difficult landscape for our returning citizens. They encounter a labyrinth of obstacles that are nearly impossible to overcome. The unemployment rate for our ex-felon population, even before COVID, was at about 28%. I'm sure it's even worse than that now. And so we bring together business executives with inmates through entrepreneurial passion and servant leadership to transform lives, restore families, and rebuild communities. We use that vehicle of entrepreneurship and character development to really reform lives and take somebody from our community who was a negative influence and turn them into a positive disruptor. We take gang leaders and turn them into servant leaders. We take tax consumers and turn them into tax producers. We take felons and turn them into fathers, sometimes even philanthropists.
It's really incredible. And Brian, your story, you have the personal connection to this story. You served nearly 22 years in prison. You're a graduate of the program, and you were sentenced to life in prison on a murder charge, and you're going to be on parole for the rest of your life, but you are the poster child, basically, for this program. And when you walked out of prison, I believe it was July 1st, 2014, you didn't have a debit card. You've never used a debit card, never Googled anything, never had a cell phone. I mean, you had those challenges coming right through you. How did this program allow you to see the light at the end of the tunnel?
You know, Courtney, PEP, Prison Entrepreneurship Program, gave me all the skills and the tool belt necessary to do great out here, to survive and thrive. You know, prior to prison, my life was a mess. And it's part of that was, you know, I didn't have anybody really show me a way, to mentor me, to show me what being an honorable man was, being a responsible business person was. But in the Prison Entrepreneurship Program, we have successful people from the business community, successful in life, who come in and really mentor people, who lead classes, who advise on business concepts and a new way of life. And, you know, that helped me too. I actually made a bargain with parole. I just cleared the 20-year mark, and I got to see a parole commissioner, and he made parole, and I asked for an extra year in prison to go through PEP because I hadn't done so at that time, and he gave me exactly what I asked for. So with 20 years done, I asked for another year in prison, and I've never regretted that decision.
That is fantastic. It really is incredible. You are living proof of what this program can do. I understand a lot of people apply to this program. The acceptance rate is low, but you guys have such a high success rate. It's been described as sort of like an MBA for folks coming out of prison.
It's a lot like a mini MBA. Matter of fact, we pull folks in from different MBA programs across the state and across the country to really impact our guys. And it's amazing, almost a blitzkrieg of what we do. It's 3 months of intense character assessment and development, and then 6 months of business plan formation, where the guys will put together about a 15-page business plan and perfect a pitch. We have a business plan competition at the end. The guys will have given their pitch over 200 times by the time we get to that business plan competition, and we'll choose a winner. It is amazing to see in a 9-month span the transformation of a guy who can't shake my hand and look me in the eye because he's so broken and spilled out. And that same guy, 9 months later, will give his pitch to a room full of business executives. It's about a 10-minute pitch, complete with his product or service offering, his industry differentiation, 3-year financial forecast, even philanthropy. It will be amazing to see that transformation.
You know, it proves the saying that everybody needs a second chance. Yeah. And when you have 100% employment within 90 days of this program, that speaks for itself. But you're allowing basically to bridge the gap, because when someone is let out of prison and they are gone now into the real world, so to speak, not that prison isn't, but now they have to fend for themselves, you're bridging the gap because these people are coming out with not having the skill level to earn a living. And has that, obviously it sunk in for you personally, but what you're doing for all of these other people coming out of prison?
Courtney, 45,000 people get out of Texas prisons each year, and they're given $50 in a bus ticket, and it's almost impossible to thread the needle and get back on their feet. I think the best we can typically hope for is they're going to stand on the street corner with a sign that says anything helps. But guess what? Anything doesn't help. And so our program has proven that it does help. If they go through our program, graduate, and stick with us to become alumni, it typically takes about 6 months. The recidivism rate, the rate at which they go back to prison, is right at about 4.5%. And so we are 96% effective in regrafting men into our community to be positive disruptors, to be fathers, to be husbands, to be community impactors.
Well, Brian Kelly, Prison Entrepreneurship Program CEO, thank you so much for your time today, and thank you so much for what you're doing in the community.
It's an honor. Thanks for having me today.
What an incredible story. For more information, you can visit our website. Click on the Scene on Houston Life section.
And we'll be right back. Welcome back. Remember our secret word of the day contest with Circle K? Circle K is giving away, get this, free gas for an entire year to one lucky winner every single month.
Well, you can play by watching for the secret word of the day during our 6 a.m. news Monday through Friday. And once you know the word, head over to click2houston.com/Circle K and enter the word for your chance to win some prizes.
Every entrant gets a coupon for an iced coffee from Circle K. Plus, you'll get an entry into that monthly free gas giveaway. Very nice.
Yeah,
good luck.
Good luck. Absolutely. Okay, so we're going to get to some viewer comments, I believe, now on our social media pages. And so. Oh my goodness, this is so cute, except I can't see it. So let me, hang on. When you silently,
When you silently pass some gas and you're waiting for your friends to smell it. I know that sweet, sweet little face there. And Michelle writes in, you are not alone. Haha, I couldn't get Disney Plus to download on my TV either, but now you sort of know the answer to that, right?
Yeah, I've now learned, thanks to our fabulous viewers, it's not supported on Xfinity. That's a problem for our household, for sure.
Well.
I know. Michelle wrote in that,
Debbie.
that was her.
That was Michelle. This is Debbie. I'm with Derek. My vision board was thrown out. Oh, no, Debbie. See, are we bad people because of that? I don't think so.
No, you just give up. No, just kidding.
We're just quitters. And sorry we had some trouble with the names. I cannot read that white writing on the blue background.
It's
Can
horrible.
anyone else read it?
I can't either.
And we have these tiny little microscopic screens to look at here.
Yeah.
It's too bad we don't work at a television station. Where we could get some larger monitors. Can we work on that, please?
Gracious.
I have perfect vision. I can't see it.
Maybe the LASIK is failing you. All right, after the break, we're going to check back in with Lauren Kelly to see how her paint by number challenge is going.
You be nice to me or I'm not going to roll your prompter. Lauren has been working on a painting of our very own Tex.
That's right,
We're going to see how she's doing. And look at this. She is very into this, very serious. Okay, shh. Don't distract her.
Keep working.
Okay.
Oh boy, at the top of the show, we challenged Lauren Kelly to complete a paint by number of Tex. I just love that photo.
It's a great photo. It's when his hair was a little bit longer.
I know, it's all like poofy, cute. Here's another look at the picture that she has to complete.
And Lauren, you only pass this assignment if your version looks identical to the photograph on the left side of your screen. So it's 1:34 p.m. right now. You got about 26 minutes left. How's the progress coming along?
First of all, I had to put my glasses on because these numbers are like as small as the northeastern states. You know, when you're trying to do like Maryland and Delaware and New York and Pennsylvania, like it's small and there's so much detail. Like you talk about a great project to do over quarantine while you're home and you have this time. I would love this. I would be so OCD about every little thing, but I just want to get like the generic frame of Tex painted so that when I hold it up, you can see what it is, and I'm going to do it. You got it. What do I have?
Okay.
About 26 minutes or so?
Yeah, so remember we did tell you there is a slight twist, and we're seeing you paint.
No,
Keep
I don't
going.
like twists.
Keep painting. And we noticed, obviously, I'm sure our viewers notice now too, that you're left-handed. So
yes.
The twist now is You want to tell her?
Oh, you know what's coming, Lauren. Why don't you tell us?
No.
Yes, that's right. You got to use your right hand to complete the assignment. Starting now.
Oh
now.
God.
Immediately.
I can't.
So you can't see and you can't paint.
Do you know back in the day when lefties were in school, teachers would force them to just use their right hands?
Yeah.
Isn't that terrible?
I know.
Yes,
Aunt Dorothy.
I did know that.
Well, I'm sorry that happened, and I'm sorry we're doing this to throw in a twist to you, but something tells me you're going to finish no problem.
I'm going to be, just wait. I will get you guys back, but yes, this is going to be perfect.
Good luck.
I will do this with my right hand. Thank you.
And a reminder, you are live on Facebook, so our viewers will be keeping a close eye on you. We know you're very honest and trustworthy, so
absolutely.
Not suggesting anything, but just know we will be watching you with your right hand there.
Good luck.
This is so hard. So hard.
We're going to check back in with you in about 15 minutes. Good luck, girl.
You can do it.
Thank you.
She's got a great attitude. She can do anything, right, Lauren? Okay, still ahead on Houston Life, how to get back on track with your goals for the second half of 2020.
Plus, we're also going to see how Derek and I did with our goals that we set earlier this year. Have you followed through with our vision boards? Have you seen ours? Oh, gosh. Oy, we'll check back. I don't think it's looking good. I did mine last night, and I made my assignment part of the family. So Orlando and the boys contributed.
Oh, they did your homework for you?
No, we all did. I'll show you what was. There's something on here that you know I did not put on here.
And I'm seeing travel.
Yep, they both. AJ and Orlando definitely wanted that.
Okay.
Orlando wants to be on a beach all the time.
Wearing a big sun hat.
Yep.
Wow, Orlando has great legs.
I know he does. I want to stress less. I want to get back to reading my books. And I want our entire family to be more green-based, vegetables, and
yes.
So I do think like this one is probably not going to happen.
The dog? Well, never say never.
I know.
Actually, we have some similar things. So I'm gonna.
Is that David Hasselhoff in the middle?
Well,
that's
you know,
you.
David and I are distant cousins.
Okay.
I want to spend more time reading, traveling, relaxing, all of those things, eat more of a plant-based diet, which we already pretty much do, 100%.
You do.
But more time on the piano, more time on the Peloton, maybe working out.
I like that you had some flowers on there. I was looking for a plant because I really do want to add some plant life to my world. I just didn't find any in my magazines.
Well, that was depressing. That was really depressing.
Oh.
Never say never to the dog, and here you are with a dog.
It's the only thing on that board that
Haven't read more? Haven't eaten more vegetables?
No.
No travel. I know.
No.
We have crossed every vacation off the list for this year. And isn't it interesting, too? We've had so much more time at home the past few months. I've been doing home projects, like sitting and reading a book, I think because I feel this sense of anxiety almost, that I can't just sit still.
If only I would have put on my vision board, binge watch everything.
Gain 10 pounds, arrange cheese board, and wolf down in an hour. Yeah,
I know.
We've done all kinds of things that were not on that list. Okay, well, it's never too late to get back on track, right? That was sort of a depressing look back at the vision boards Courtney and I created at the beginning of 2020 for our goals. Mine was in the trash.
Mine is on my desk still.
We don't do clutter, and so it's like, what can I throw away? Oh, I know, the vision board, my goals, throw it away.
Mine was on the shelf on above my desk, hidden. I didn't even realize it was there. But so many unexpected events have happened. So today, speaker, author, life coach, and new mama of two, L'Oreal Lipkins, is getting us back on track with a 4-step process to our mid-year goal check-in. Welcome back to the show. It's great to see you. I'm a little embarrassed that you had to see that because then we're just like telling you that we just didn't do anything with our vision boards. We're totally admitting it, but we did get a dog, so at least one thing came through for us. But L'Oreal, I love that you're using the word dare as a way to guide us through kind of getting us back on track.
Yes, I mean, and it's probably even more fitting for where we are right now because it is a huge risk or big dare to figure out how do I get back on track with everything that's going on, and is it even possible? So I'm not surprised that the vision board have either stayed on your desk or gone in the trash. I've heard a lot of people say, let's cancel 2020, but today I'm going to give you 4 steps to get back on track.
And that's where the acronym DARE comes in. And before we have you spell them out for us, Larielle, let's just talk about the second half of 2020 in general. I think it's really empowering, one of your tips, that the second half of the year does not need to mirror the first half of the year. It's okay to change your game plan, right?
Exactly. I mean, I think sometimes we are so married to the vision board that we feel like we failed if we didn't accomplish those things. When in reality, I think 2020 has been really helpful in helping us get clear about what is actually a priority. So I'm finding that a lot of people, when they looked at their vision board, they realized that the things that they put on there weren't really things that were that important to them. And so that's given them a lot of clarity. And so it's okay to make adjustments. It's not that you have to stick to something just because you put it on a board.
Okay, well, let's get started. Maybe for those that got off track or never even created one for this year, let's get back on track. And you start with D, which is debrief.
Yeah, so the first thing that you want to do is debrief. Look at the first 6 months of the year and figure out what worked, what didn't work, and what do you need to change moving forward. And I think that's incredibly important because sometimes we're so forward thinking that we don't take some time to figure out what did I learn from the last 6 months that will help me be in a better position for the next 6 months. So you want to take time to debrief.
So that could be assessing what you've accomplished, what you're behind on, if you need to reevaluate, and assessing. That's your second acronym letter. Essentially, so much has happened this year that 6 months ago, when we set these goals, we didn't anticipate COVID and all the other things that have happened in the world.
Exactly. Yeah. The second thing that you want to do is after you debrief is you want to do an assessment. Do a checkpoint. When we set our goals back in December or January, the world looked very different than it looks now. And so you want to find out, one, are the goals that you set even still relevant? I know even personally, there's some things that I put on my vision board that now that I've had some time to figure out what's my real priorities, there's some things that I've made adjustments to. Or you might make an adjustment and say, maybe I need to stretch out that timeline. I thought I was going to be debt-free by Q2, and now that may be a Q4 goal. It's okay to make adjustments as you go. Don't be so committed to the board that you become inflexible.
Oh, inflexible. That's a great word. Also, I think the next tip, too, is really important to kind of look at the past 6 months or even, the last 6 weeks and how that's really changed our life, our world, to help you plan for the future.
Exactly. And even though we're talking about this at the half mark point, this is something that I do every single quarter, and you can even do it every single month. Because if you wait to mid-year, a lot of time has passed. So this is even something you can use at the end of every month or at the end of every quarter as well to make some adjustments.
So once we've dealt with the R and the refocusing, the last letter in that acronym DARE is to execute, right? To actually make sure that every day we are working toward knocking off those things off the list.
Exactly. Yeah. So to your point, the refocus piece is getting yourself back in the right mental space. I know a lot of us have experienced a lot of emotional ups and downs. And so you don't want to carry that into the next 6 months. So one of the things you might consider is asking yourself, what have I learned about myself, about my goals and my priority, and how I deal with change over the last 6 months? And so the last point is execute every day. I know we have all made the mistake of setting these really huge goals and going from 0 to 100, and that is a recipe for failure. So just to give you a quick example, people will go, well, I'm going to work out 3 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's probably not going to happen, right? Something a lot more realistic is maybe I'm going to do an evening walk, or maybe I'm going to do 15 minutes 3 days a week. The more realistic your goals are, then the more likely it is that you're going to stick to it.
That is so true. And that applies to savings too, because I know when people are talking about eliminating debt, that seems like a mountain that's very difficult to climb. But you say look at things like rollover subscriptions, look at things where we can really start saving, because that adds up month after month.
Yes, start small. I know when my husband and I, we had a big goal of paying off our debt, and we went the first route. Let's eliminate everything. And it was very depressing, right? We were becoming debt-free, but we were becoming depressed in the process. And so we looked at small things we could change, like let's leave 15 minutes earlier so we don't have to take the tolls. Do we really need coffee every single day? Do we need all those subscription services, or can we scale back? Again, the key is to be realistic so you can set yourself up to be successful.
Yeah, you're more likely to stick to your goals that way. And when it comes to reading, I love this tip. Instead of saying something like, okay, I'm going to read one book every week or every month, maybe not realistic, easy to get behind on. But if you say set aside 10 minutes a day, that's a much more digestible goal.
It's digestible, and if you can even take it a step further and tying it to something that you already do. And so, for example, I was having a really hard time creating a morning routine. And so I just tied it to, I have a whole process that I follow, but I tied it to something I do every day, like brush my teeth or take a shower, right? And so now I do it before I brush my teeth, I do my morning routine. Tying it back to something you already do increases your chance, so you're actually going to stick with it.
It's a great idea, great advice. Larry Lipkins, it is great to see you. Congrats on the new baby, just 4 months old. We hope to see you very soon.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thanks for keeping us on track. And for more helpful tips, check out our website to connect with Larry All
right, what do you say after the break? We check back in with Lauren Kelly, see how she's doing on her paint by numbers assignment. Will she complete it by the end of the hour? I think she can do it. Welcome back. Earlier, we asked Lauren Kelly to channel her inner artist for today's Paint by Numbers challenge.
And we have been watching her. You know, she started off, she's left-handed. She's going to continue painting there. I know her mic is open. But during the halfway mark, she had to switch to her right hand. How's it going, Lauren? Keep painting.
It's going, but you know, it's very weird because my intuition is to grab everything with my left hand. And look at my hands. I can't even keep the paint off my hands because I can't figure out how to use my right hand. But yeah, the numbers are small. It's fine. What number am I on? 12. So I got to see the original picture of what I'm painting, which really helps to kind of like, you know, if you're ever staring at a puzzle, you like to see the finished product, so you can kind of like see the overall picture. So now I know what we're working with here. And these are supposed to be flowers at the bottom. I'm just going to do as good as I can and just kind of wrap it up in the next couple of minutes.
And by wrap it up, do you mean finish? Like, what are the chances you think you'll actually finish, Lauren, by the end of the show? It's 151.
110%, Derek. 110%.
She's going to finish at some point today.
Oh, okay. Okay, but not by the end of the show. I mean, you have like 7 minutes left.
I'm going to finish. I'm good, okay? I got to concentrate.
Okay, we'll be back. We're going to check back in with Lauren, more Houston Life. She's a trooper.
She is a trooper.
That's a large painting.
We'll be right back. Coming up tomorrow on Houston Life, one of our favorites, Cam Franklin of the Suffers. She's, of course, the lead singer. They are a critically acclaimed Houston soul band. And guess what, folks? They've got a brand new single out called Take Me to the Good Times. It'll put you in a great mood, and we cannot wait. She will perform for us. She also has such a great style.
She does.
She's fantastic. Looking forward to catching up with her. And fingers crossed, one day soon, we can see her live in concert again.
I love them. So good. And she is so amazing, too. And it will be day 2 for another challenge for Lauren Kelly. And hint, hint, don't tell her, but it involves water.
I think she can probably still hear us, right?
I don't know. I'm just reading what's on there.
I think she can probably hear us.
They're the ones that probably should have cut her earpiece.
Who's they?
Those people.
When in doubt, blame the control room. Right? We always give blame for everything. Hey, so once quarantine is over, I really think we should continue this whole Lauren challenge thing. So like imagine, what if we sent her to a local coffee shop?
Right.
And she's wearing her earpiece and we're telling her
I love
what
those,
to do.
Like Impractical Jokers.
Yeah, or like Ellen DeGeneres does a similar thing. So whether it's like a song or a dance. And you know, if you watch Houston Life, which you do because you are right now, Lauren is typically game for anything.
Yeah. So the boys love Impractical Jokers. They've seen the movie, you know, and one of the skits was
it's a hidden camera show.
They go into the grocery store and there's, you know, somebody like dressed up as the person cleaning the aisles, and they're like, hey, do me a favor, will you knock over this bin of popcorn, like all the displays. And some people, you know, walk by, they don't pay attention to them, and then other people, they do it.
What?
Yeah.
Why do they do it?
I don't know. Their pitch is so good that the people are like, okay. And they're all different age ranges. I mean, it's so funny the amount of stuff. Or the cab driver one, when people get into their car and they think they're like an Uber driver and they just have like the weirdest comments. are happening. It's quite funny.
Dangerous.
The boys just laugh
always
and
my
laugh
dream
and laugh.
to host a hidden camera show.
Oh, I know, Boo.
I think they're so great.
I know.
Surprises and pranks are fun. They can be
are
great.
fun, especially when you have to repeat, you know, if somebody's saying what you have to say, because they're going to make it sound, you know, things that you don't want to ever say out of your mouth. And so if you don't, then you lose, right?
Well, we're going to have to try this with Lauren one day soon,
so.
once we can actually send her out into the field again. But in the meantime, she is still stuck at home working on this paint by numbers thing. Who knew, Lauren, months ago when this all started that...
Are you using your fingers?
you would just be live on television painting.
She has ditched the brushes, people.
Oh, how's it going?
Ta-da!
Oh, let's see.
My finger paint of Tex. It started off very intricate.
You know what?
But
That's
at least
good.
now you can tell that it's a dog.
Oh, it does look like him.
I added my own flowers in. Those are all drawn by hand.
Oh, yeah.
And I gave him an accidental larger nose than he does have, and I gave him whiskers by accident. And I apologize, Tex, because this in no way looks anything like you.
Oh, I think it looks
cute.
great. And the shading in his fur, that's really, really good. So I'd say you get an E for effort, for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, as long as it's a passing grade, I'm fine with that.
No, you did great. And then we threw you for a loop, switching from your left hand to your right hand. I know that's difficult.
Hey, so
hard.
I'm not sure
so
if
hard.
you heard Courtney say a minute ago that tomorrow's challenge involves water. Do you have any guesses?
Oh, good. Tomorrow's challenge involves water.
See, she didn't hear me.
Do my hair before we go live on television?
I don't even know what it is. Do you know what it is?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. But if I did, my lips would be sealed anyway. Lauren, we'll leave you there with your painting. Great job today. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.